The main idea is that every plane reflects a different amount of light. So when there's a change of angle, there's a change of light reflected from that angle. For example, the ground. There's going to be variations of angle on the ground, but generally the ground is flat, and so it's generally going to reflect a certain value of light. The source of light is, of course, the sky. Now, some people might think that when the sky is overcast that it's going to be darker than, say, the ground, but that's not true, because all the light that hits the ground has been filtered through the sky. So one of the mistakes that a lot of people make is they make the shadow underneath their clouds very, very dark, and it isn't. The basic value of the entire sky will be within 1 or 2 value shifts, possibly 3 at the very most. So you make the sky basically one zone of value. The ground reflects the second most brightest light in a landscape, basically because it's perpendicular to the light that's going to be hitting it, so it's going to be quite bright. The second zone is the foothills, or in some cases it's just a variation of the ground plane. For example, I often use a road as a different value because I want that road to have a different pattern from the basic ground shape. So I might have it 1 value off at the most from the basic ground color, maybe darker or lighter. But if you have foothills, it could be quite a bit darker than the ground. But it wouldn't be as dark as, say, the mountains. Now, the mountains would be the 4th value, but generally speaking, the mountains would be darker than you would anticipate. And the darkest of all natural forms in the landscape would be upright surfaces. And these surfaces would be trees, for one thing, and trees are generally quite dark. And most beginners will put a lot of highlights on a tree and make it look all kind of broken up with various values from anywhere from 7 to 2. But actually a tree will be quite dark even in its very, very lightest parts. Now you can take the value finder that we've made and you can do a test and find out for yourself if that's true, and you'll be surprised. So that's your 5 value zones that are in most landscapes. Now let's take a look at a landscape painting. Take a look at how the value zones interlock together. I hope that was of some benefit, and if you have any ideas you'd like to add to this technique, I hope you'll write them down in the comments. I look forward to your ideas. Thank you.